It's display fan changing day. No more Lynnhaven, I don't really like it anymore. So I thought I'd do a remake of an old fan that I filmed when my phone was dying. And we didn't have the best quality video of it. The preference. So I got the black preference going up with the ignore the messy floor. The black spotlight kit. Grab that out. And put CFLs in it, because why not? Ignore the messy desk. So throw the camera up on the tripod here. And let's get started. Nothing wrong with this fan. I'm just tired of it. It doesn't look the coolest or best, in my opinion. There we go. There's the normal lighting. So first thing I'm going to do, unplug it. Done. Next thing I'm going to do, take up the switch housing. Of course I'm keeping this fan, why wouldn't I? Even though it's in horrible shape, has no original parts except the motor. I'm keeping it. Oh, I've got a free weekend this weekend, so expect a lot of fan videos to come out. Like this one. One thing I do gotta find is my screwdriver. It is nowhere in sight. I might know where it is. Just hang tight. My screwdriver is upstairs. Do I want to go upstairs and get it? No. Am I gonna instead look for one down here and take more time? Yeah. What do you know? I found one. So we're gonna use this orange one today. Instead of the black and yellow. I very strongly dislike taking out these screws. They're way too long. You cut some excess off of them. And the fans, I like the perfect height so I can't stand or sit. I have to kneel. Take it apart. The fatigue in my fingers is crazy. Literally from taking out 2 screws. And it's because this screwdriver is way less comfortable in my hands. The Stanley one that I usually use is far superior to this. I need like a little, not that powerful cordless drill. Oh my god. My fingers is dead. Both of them. I don't really need to take that off. Just gotta get the blades off. What are these screws for? I know 100% they're not for this. I think these are to my Hunter Stratford, which was up here a long time ago. That's interesting. Like so long ago that the display was in it, or the whole rack was in a different spot in the old location of it. I think I like the new location better, to be honest. It's a cooler appeal to the room. Because right behind it you got a display of little desk fans that I have acquired over the years. Some antique ones on top and some vintage ones on the bottom. Y'all know stuff made in 2000 is vintage now? Stuff made in 2000, the year, is vintage. 2001 is not. 2000 is vintage. That's crazy. I'm not vintage. Alright. Let's take the motor down. The big heavy motor. It's actually a pretty heavy fan. I got this fan in the rain. It was raining when I found it. So it wasn't in the best shape. The blades was all messed up because of the rain. And because it was sitting in a dumpster, so two of them were really bent. But that's that. I don't really care. I don't have those parts anymore. 2 screws to take this guy down. Wasn't even the right bracket. Oh. Who cares, honestly? Okay, let's take it down. And pretty simple. Alrighty. Next thing I'm gonna do, change out the bracket. I need to get like a pancake box and put it there, because I do not want to have to re-drill holes in that thing as many times as I would have to if I just use that. So instead we're gonna, at some point, maybe this weekend, buy a pancake box. Definitely not put it up this weekend. If I can convince my mom to take me to like Goodwill, we'll also go to Home Depot. It's already spewing out dust as soon as I take it out. Let me put this on top. That one's in a great spot. This bracket, I don't think it's to anything. Probably to like my San Marino that I owned ages and ages ago. So it's just it's the bracket for any fan that doesn't have a specific one, and for any Hampton Bay. So I'm gonna go get the new bracket, because if that bracket, once it fell, if that bracket doesn't have a home, I don't really care if I ruin it, because when I take it out and put it up, it like, the drill I'm using is designed, it will definitely scratch up, or like take chunks out of the metal, which is not a big deal to me. I don't really care. Some people would. I don't particularly. I'm gonna put something up there. Got 2 X-Acto knives on hand. Why not use them? Just to make it hang somewhat aligned or straight or whatever, just so it's not all crooked and whatnot. Hopefully they still fit. That looks funny as hell. That's perfect. I should use those knives for everything. Yeah. Got a perfect little gap up there. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. Bring the tripod over to the couch, I guess, and we'll put the fan together in there. I haven't touched the preference in years. It hasn't been years. I haven't even had it for like half a year. But here it is in all its glory, sitting on the couch. Just vibing right now. Hey, there we go. Some light. Okay. So we gotta put the canopy on there, which is wrapped in newspaper advertisements right now. And the down. Now, one thing that I like but don't understand, from the house that it came out of, whoever installed these left the wires super long. Not just this one, all of them. Like the Passport 2 that I have was flush mounted. It's got wires long enough for like a 2-foot down on there. Look at that. Think I got enough wiring? Gee, I don't know. It is a twisty deal down rod. I don't know how I feel about them twisty deal down rods. I feel like the wires would just get messed up. But, I mean, hey. I remember whenever I put these up, I take off that little see, ground wires is my enemy. There's no point in it being right there. There's one on the mounting bracket. Screw it. So what I do is take the ball off, screw it down now so I'm not messing up any of the wiring. Tighten this as much as it can go. Get all those threads out the way. I don't have anything on hand right now to tighten that with, so I'll tighten it when we get to the ceiling. Alright, canopy time. I'm going to leave the newspaper around it so I don't scratch it up. We're going to make a hole in the middle for all the stuff to go through. Put the wiring to it. And of course, I'm not putting the ground wire back on. I'll put the little screw there. But I'm not a fan of ground wires. Don't know why, never have been. They've always been kind of in the way. Never seen a hunter with a ball canopy screw in the side of it. Usually they're on top. It's cool. I like it. Alright, let's go put the fan up. And then we'll come back and do blades. This is a very light fan. For how big it looks, it's not that heavy at all. Probably weighs about 4 or 5 pounds. I'm being dead serious. I'm not exaggerating there. I don't know if I enjoy it or not, but a heavy fan makes me feel like it's higher quality. Don't know what this bracket came from. Probably a ceiling fan would be my first guess. But I gotta hook it up there. Canopy's in very nice shape. Most of the fan is in really good shape. Some of the glossiness of the paint has faded, unfortunately. It's not that big of a deal. I have gloss black paint, we can just repaint it. But, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's cool looking. It works. Bearings aren't as bad as I thought they were. I thought the bearings in this thing were done. They're a little noisy, but it's all right. This screw is not going in right. I like the canopies on these. Well, there's a lot of like recycled designs in the Hunter fans. I tend to think most of them are very nice. I really like them. A lot of great design fans. This is one of my more liked 90s models. I'm going to pull that newspaper off now. And there it is. The preference is probably going to be up here for a minute. I like how it looks. And couch time again. We're going to go put the blades together. Wow! It's a cool looking fan. Pretty sure it's got the same switch housing as the Infinity. Alright, let's put these blades together. The irons are a little scratched up. It's not the end of the world, but I would like to repaint them at some point. This is probably the nicest one. Most of them just have a couple small chips at the bottom. It's nothing really too bad. Once it's off, you can't really tell. Or once it's on, you can't really tell. You can tell when it's off. And the black side of the blades is kind of ruined from all the work dust. So, And I do like rosewood better. I've never seen like a ceiling fan with the choice of black and rosewood blades installed with rosewood. This is the first one I've ever seen. Both of my Reddingtons that I have came with the black blades installed. And my San Marino had the black side of the blades down when I got it. Which I don't have anymore. RIP San Marino. Gone but never forgot. And I feel like there's another fan that I have with that blade option. Probably, but I don't remember. Yeah, this is the worst one right here. I don't know what the scratch in the middle is from, but it's there. Very unfortunate. Especially being this is an uncommon fan. Uncommon model, very uncommon finish. Probably worth something. The amount of people that ask me at, like, that know me, that know I collect fans, and ask me if I sell any of them is crazy. If I collect them and I enjoy them, why would I sell them? No, I don't care about the money. I want the fans. Like, I genuinely thought about having an electrician business where it's like cheap to remove the fan, and the reason why it's cheap is because I just want the old one. So that'll be part of the deal. It'll be cheap to remove it, or cheap to remove and install it, and free removal, like free hauling away. But I fear that when I grow up, there's gonna be no old fans left around here. I have to move to like rural Kentucky to find SMCs, Hunters and Hampton Bays. I also thought about making my own ceiling fans, or just fans in general, and like modeling them off of old models, old stuff. You know how there's modern Fanco? No, this would be classic Fanco. I feel like there's people that would buy them. I would definitely buy them. I would buy my own product to help myself out a little bit. I wonder how many people other than nostalgic people and collecting people would buy them. This is also one of the worst ones. It's from the screws, because I had the blades stacked up for some reason. Don't stack the blades up. Am I missing a screw? Bruh. I'm missing a blade screw. That's awesome. It might be good with two. Nah, it needs third. Where'd it go? How did I lose it? This fan's been in storage for like 3 months. How did I lose a screw? Well, I'll put the screw with it when I put it up. I feel like it was missing one when I demonstrated it the first time. I don't know. I'll have to rewatch the video and see if I mention anything about that. But for now, let's go back over to the fan room. This is basically the studio. The other room is like the workshop. It's where all the dirty work gets done. Like polishing, stripping paint, all that good stuff. So now it's time to remove the switchy housing. The indescribable joy that I felt when I carried home a Hunter Preference and a Craftmade Decorative. On my birthday, I found this fan and the Craftmade Decorative that I turned into the chrome one. I found those on my birthday. It was very cool. But I felt a lot of happies taking these fans home, because they're rare, and I got them out the trash. They were going to be thrown in a dumpster. I feel like, so my mom said that I could keep, or I could go ask for them, because I saw them when we were driving to the store. My mom was trying to distract me by bringing me to the store, so that my brothers could, like, I don't know, wrap presents and shit. But, my mom said that I could get this fan if it's there when we come back. I feel like she stalled a little bit at the store because she didn't want me to find these. But the guy that lives at that house is very nice, and he let me have them. I had already came up once for the fan before, and that time I went up, he said, "Let me guess, do you want the fan?" And he's Russian, he doesn't speak much English. So, yeah, nice guy. And these blades was droopy. The screws were hanging on for dear life. They were literally like that. Like you could move it all up and around. They're not droopy at all. They're just real loose. I'm surprised with how good this fan has held up over the years. It looks practically brand new, except the paint chips and whatnot. Because it is, in fact, a used fan. Heavily used fan. Inside this motor is probably the dirtiest ceiling fan insides that I've ever cleaned out. All the fans from that house were just used and abused. Like, never got cleaned. Never got turned off. So I came up with a stupid question about this fan. What is preferred? The design, the performance, or the age? You prefer the old fan about it, the fact that it's old, the fact that it is rare, just the model that it is, the design that it is, or how good of a performer it is. I prefer all of the above. It's an interesting fan for sure. I'm glad I'm doing a remake of it before it gets thrown up on the shelf for like a year before I decide to put it in my room. I have wanted to put this fan in my room, but I do need to change the bearings out. Before I do that, there's also, I'm not lying, there's a wait list of fans to go in there. Got a lot of fans I want to put in there. I want to put the St. Vincent in there, the green and brass one. I want to put this fan in there. I want to put the white Passport 2 in there. And I want to put my Casablanca Ventura in there. And there's probably a couple I'm forgetting. Yeah, there is. I want to put the remote control Hampton Bay Reddington in there. And I want to put the Delta 2, the replaced motor in there. I was really looking forward to putting the American Classic in there. And then a blade arm broke, so we gotta buy a new set. That's unfortunate. There's none of the type that it uses for sale anywhere on eBay, not on Marketplace. So I have to pull some hackery and like buy just a set of 42-inch antique brass universal blade irons. And I already drilled out the holes in the fan to make it work, or in the blades to make it work. So that's the plan. Hodgepodge it. I got some wire strippers. We're gonna just tighten up this thing up here a little bit. It's like not even tight at all. Alright, that's good enough. Yeah, look, this thing is not droopy at all. It's a flat fan. And maybe a little bit. I don't care. If you've heard me yap before, you know that I like droopy fans. I think they look pretty cool. Now, we're over to the workbench. Haven't been over here in a minute. Get all this junk out the way. And we're gonna manufacture an item. Y'all ready? I bet you're not ready. Y'all ready for this? That's right. This is going to prevent the switch housing from getting scratched up. And also, since this light kit is super wobbly for no reason at all on the fan, which I don't understand, I think the wire or the nut in the middle is a bit too big. It's not really that big of a deal, but it bothers the hell out of me when the light kit wobbles. Sometimes on fans, the fan doesn't wobble at all. Literally only the light kit does. That makes me mad. I think you got the perfect performing fan. Doesn't wobble, and then you look at the light kit and it's swaying around. No way the cardboard is getting in the way of screwing on the switch housing. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna find a way. All I'm gonna do, is this in frame? I hope this is in frame. Yeah. All I'm gonna do, see the cardboard, cut out a bigger opening right in there. This is the level of hackery that most people would not stoop to. I very much appreciate this level of hackery. Why is it still not screwing on? I'm starting to get pissed. It's not working. It's still dusty inside the switch housing. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why that took so long to screw on. Was not complying. Got the original wire nuts hanging out in here. It does look a bit interesting with a spotlight on it because it's such a big switch housing. But when the whole fan's together, it looks great. I originally thought this was a turn of the century thing and was somewhat excited to find one of those. And then I found out it was a Hunter preference. And then I was very excited to find one of these. There's still a light bulb in this? What? Why? It's got crappy LED, like little teeny tiny light bulbs. I'm not using those teeny tiny light bulbs. I'm gonna put some CFLs in it. Make it look pretty. Like I said, I always liked how this fan looked, and it looks beautiful. And I really like that the logo is polished brass as well. Not actually. It's it's plastic and the writing is brass. The background is like, I think the background is black, like navy blue, something like that. Yeah, we got one spotlight in it right now, or one light bulb in it. Yeah, it's a black background. This fan comes close to the wall. You got about an inch of space. Turn on, see how she does while I grab some bolts. It's powerful. Not the fastest thing ever, but who cares how fast it does. You're gonna grab a bunch of EcoSmarts, pop them in there. Got a lot of EcoSmart CFLs. Mainly from Hampton Bay ceiling fans. They come with EcoSmarts. And I've gotten a few from the trash with EcoSmarts in it. And EcoSmart is what's sold at Home Depot, and a lot of people shop at Home Depot. Did not come with any pull chains, unfortunately, and I won't be putting any on it. You're gonna see if I own this lamp over here. Just the same one. So this LED crap out of here. See how empty it sounds? Unless he's got a haircut. Oh yeah. Look at that. What a nice fan. Okay, I'm gonna shut it off. Beautiful. Well, thank you guys for watching. Replacing the display ceiling fan. I don't know what the date is. I think it's the 16th. This will be uploaded way after the 16th, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.